afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Sky Sox and the Seattle Mariners. Anthony Rendon continues his chase for the top spot on the AL batting leaderboard. Next. Taijuan Walker gets the starting nod for the M's. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Previously with Taijuan Walker, he's an impressive 5 for 8. He's also hit 3 home runs. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
That is third. The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake his stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games he's certainly treading water right now, but if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again, and when he does, watch out.
And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him, and now he's got to get through this 5th hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5-hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right now.
Stepping into the box, Mike Yastrzemski. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
Yeah, but no home runs over his last 10 games, and we'll see if he gets off the schneid in this one.
Have to be careful with this guy, though, D-Row. No home runs in his last 10. That doesn't mean a whole lot. This guy can hit the ball at the ballpark any day, anywhere when he's swinging the bat well.
Rendon on second. Grandal at first. 2 out in the inning. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
That'll bring in Williams Astudillo. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they'll be left with no play, as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Comes set, the 0-1.
Nope, at the ball.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Sky Sox lead it 1-0. Mike Foltynewicz starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
At the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production every time he strides.
Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he will start the bottom of the first with a leadoff two-base hit.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
At the plate now, Tim Lopes, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Fellas, you look at these guys with a first-inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
A runner at second, nobody out. And that misses. 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle of the order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. And though he's one of the league's best hitters to this point, the average has taken a dip over the last few series. He's sitting in the low 200s over his last 10 games.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now.
Three and 0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at his career totals, Murphy brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. The 1-1. Popped him up. Rendon will back up and put this one away just past the dugout for the first out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. 0-1 count and the pitch. Down the first baseline. He's got it to second for one, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning two on the high chopper. They only get one, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Standing in, Patrick Wisdom, and the Mariners trying to make this first inning even bigger here. Looking to minimize the damage here.
1-0.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Line toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Mariners forced to settle for one. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. So coming to the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
First delivery to him on the way. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. And he lays off for ball 1. Bichette, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Tauchman. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
One out, nobody on. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. All tied at 1-1. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hard hit ball to second. LaStella has it. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Batting eighth, the first baseman, Austin Nola.
Now in the box, Austin Nola, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Kyle Lewis. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. Top of the third set to get underway. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Dickerson, the former Philly, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. Swung on by Rendon, and this is sent to deep left. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. Number 28 on the season. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And here's the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Next will be the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Left side, but well foul. 2 out, nobody on. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Still 2-2. Now here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Lewis will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So only 1 hit in the inning on this solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Colorado Springs leads this one 2-1.
back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Lopes. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Well, that's off the plate.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
I certainly wouldn't be surprised in this situation if the manager relayed down to the third base coach to get the bunt sign off. 2-0 count, you got a chance to swing the bat and do some damage right here.
And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. To second for one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Next for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And it's fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
2-2 is a changeup that misses, 3-2.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Standing in now, Tom Murphy, as he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So striding in, Kyle Seager, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. And he'll fight this one foul off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Ready on 0-2. Another one sent foul. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Number 22.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Ready with the 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
One thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
So now to the plate, J.P. Crawford, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Ready with the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The 2-2. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Mariners lead it 3-2. So striding forward now, Williams Astudillo as we begin the top of the 4th.
Williams Astudillo.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Hit out towards second. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, La Stella hits a little over the 270 mark. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella. The 1-1 misses off the plate. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. All even now, 2-2. As a look, now the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. There's one. On to first, a double play.
The bat, number 11. First man,
So digging in now, Bo Bichette. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. In the air to straightaway right, giving chase is Hediger. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Austin Nola comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
the first baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nola.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
The 1-2. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, Kyle Lewis, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Lewis, just 24 years of age. This is his second year as a major leaguer. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. A bouncer to the left side, fielded by Rendon, and there's one away.
Now back, left fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Three runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Digging in once again, Tim Lopes. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Two and 1. Here it is. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Seattle, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. In now, Mike Tauchman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mike Tauchman.
Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Up top, it's 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Pitch on the way.
Not the way you'd like to start this fifth inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
The pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Here's Mookie Betts. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. He's set. Here it comes. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Seager is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Striding into the box, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Walker removed to first, and the runner back safely. Here's the first pitch to him. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But this is speared by the first baseman.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
The 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
2 down, runners at first and second. Fouled off. And it's 1-2.
Yep, 1-2.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. From the stretch, the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Henniger. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Mitch Henniger the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The right fielder, Mitch Henniger.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Henniger.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
3-2, full count. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Tom Murphy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Murphy. Originally from New York State, he was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Jordan Montgomery comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Seager will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. First and second here with nobody out. Fouled away. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through. A base hit. Henniger rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
Stepping in now, Patrick Wisdom, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box, J.P. Crawford, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A high fastball is in there. And he misses 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In now, Austin Nola. A ball and no strikes. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now at the plate, Kyle Lewis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Swing and a line drive. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And he's safe.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Nola is on his way home. He will score, and the lead is now 7-2.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Tim.
Standing in now, Tim Lopes, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he misses again, 2-0.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Four runs here in this half inning. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 5 innings complete. The Mariners are on top 7-2. Leading off the inning, Mike Yastrzemski, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, William Astudillo.
Digging in now, Williams Astudillo. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Well, that's not where he wanted that curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
The 1-0. Line drive to left. Gonzalez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Now at the plate, Tommy La Stella 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
The windup and the 0-1. Ripped down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Ground ball right into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready once again, Mitch Haniger. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
The right fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Now a curveball misses inside. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. One down.
The catcher, number 2, Tom Murphy.
Now at the plate, Tom Murphy. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Counts 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
That evens it up 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Tuchman calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Into the box, Kyle Seager. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They're on top 7-2. Matt McGill is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 61, Matt McGill.
Striding in once again, Bo Bichette 0 for 2 for him to this point.
For the Sky Sox, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. This one's down to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in, Mike Tuchman. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Reined in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike. Quick. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Is fastball taken high for a ball. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Waiting on it is Henniger, and that retires the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. In now the Mariners DH, Patrick Wisdom. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? He hits a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Striding in, J.P. Crawford. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
2 balls and no strikes. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two-0 count. The pitch. Hit out towards second. Listella fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 23, Austin Nola.
Into the box now, Austin Nola. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Now here it comes.
Hey.
2 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're on top 7-2. Brendan Brennan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 65, Brandon Brennan.
Ready to begin the 8th. At the plate, Corey Dickerson. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Dickerson.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 3-1 pitch.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Anthony.
Stepping in, Anthony Rendon, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's set and the pitch. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Rendon is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
The 1-1 is a low changeup that's laid off.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 2-1 on its way. Nobody out, runner on first. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 20.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
One strike.
One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Runners on first with one down. Fouled off. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Pulled toward right center field, giving chase is Henniger. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Stepping up now, Mike Yastrzemski. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lays off 1-0. Two out with the man at first. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. My goodness, up and in. Very dangerous that time as he dives to the ground. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, William
Taylor Gilbo trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 45, Taylor Gilbo.
So stepping in, William Astudillo. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Gilbo, a 6'4" lefty. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And it's fouled away. The 2-1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Popped him up. Murphy waits on it, and that retires the side. Good work there out of the Seattle pen. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Seattle leads this one 7-2. Michael Lorenzen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Lewis. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he fouls this one off. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
The batter, the left fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
At the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A runner at first with no outs here. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
At the plate now, Tim Lopes.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 pitch. Runner at first here, one man out. Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Tyler Duffy enters here looking to get the final out before the ninth inning. To the plate now, Mitch Haniger. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A runner on first with two away. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. One pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Two out with the man at first. Hit back up the middle. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mariners leave one. They're on top 7-2. Carl Edwards Jr. comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now at the plate, Tommy La Stella. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is in the air out to right field.
Haniger in pursuit.
He's there and records the first out.
The bat, number 11. So, Bichette.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Ready for another chance? Mike Tauchman. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Mariners have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Man, everybody knows that losing can become a habit, especially when your losing streak is up into double digits. But they get a win here, and they're hoping they've broken that bad habit for a long time to come.
7-2, the final score this afternoon. Seattle led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Taijuan Walker earns his 5th winner of the year. Mike Foltynewicz was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the visitors, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Taijuan Walker. His record is now 5-11. The loss goes to Mike Foltynewicz. He falls to 10-6.